Have you ever imagined putting your courage to the ultimate test? Picture this, an escape room so intense, so immersive, it pushes you to your absolute limits. This isn't your average escape room with simple puzzles and predictable outcomes. This is the Death Trap, an escape room with a $100,000 prize for any team daring enough to enter and cunning enough to survive. The Death Trap is a 6-level labyrinth of fear and ingenuity, each room more challenging and terrifying than the last. The creators spared no expense, utilizing cutting-edge technology and psychological thrills to craft a truly unforgettable experience. But beware, this escape room doesn't play by the rules. Forget about simple locks and keys. This is about outsmarting your deepest fears. From claustrophobic enclosures to heart-stopping illusions, each challenge is designed to test not just your intellect, but your courage and resilience as well. The game is afoot.
Section 2, Level 1, Sensory Overload. The first room is a blinding assault on the senses. Strobe lights flash, disorienting and confusing, while a cacophony of sounds, screams, sirens, whispers bombard your eardrums.
The room spins, the floor seems to tilt beneath your feet, and panic claws at the edges of your composure.
Your team, a mismatched but determined bunch, stumbles through the chaos. There's Sarah, the tech genius, her eyes already scanning for patterns in the flashing lights. Mark, the history buff, clutches a book of ancient riddles, convinced the answers lie within its pages.
And then there's you, your heart pounding against your ribs, adrenaline surging through your veins. The key to escaping this sensory hellhole lies in deciphering a message hidden within the chaotic symphony of sounds.
Each sound corresponds to a letter, a fact you discover after noticing a cryptic chart on the wall, barely visible beneath a flickering black light.
The challenge is daunting, requiring focus and teamwork amidst the overwhelming sensory input. Time is ticking away, the countdown clock a constant reminder of the urgency of your situation.
But slowly, painstakingly, you start to make sense of the chaos. Section 3, Level 2, Claustrophobia's Grip. The door to the second level slides open, revealing a stark contrast to the sensory overload of the previous room.
This chamber is small, cramped, the walls seemingly closing in on you with every breath. The air is thick with the smell of dust and decay, and a single flickering light bulb casts long, eerie shadows.
Panic rises in your throat as the door slams shut behind you, the lock clicking with a finality that sends shivers down your spine. Claustrophobia, your oldest fear, rears its ugly head.
You can feel the walls pressing in, stealing your breath, amplifying every frantic beat of your heart. But there's no time for fear.
This room is a puzzle box, a series of interconnected mechanisms that need to be solved in a specific order to unlock the exit. Gears grind, levers stick, and time is slipping away.
Sarah's nimble fingers work on a complicated lock, while Mark deciphers cryptic symbols etched into the floor. The pressure mounts with every tick of the clock.
You find yourself struggling to breathe, the walls seeming to close in even further. But just when the panic threatens to overwhelm you, you feel a hand on your shoulder. Section 4, Level 4, Nature's Fury. Level 3 tested your resilience. Level 4 throws you into the heart of nature's wrath.
The door swings open to a simulated hurricane, rain lashing down, wind howling, the floor vibrating beneath a tempestuous sea.
The air is thick with the smell of salt and ozone, and lightning flashes, momentarily illuminating a room strewn with debris.
Your team is separated, thrown into different corners of the room by the force of the simulated storm. You cling to a piece of driftwood, battling the wind and rain, struggling to find your bearings.
The roar of the wind drowns out all other sounds, making communication impossible. The key to escaping this watery hell lies in restoring power to a central control panel, allowing you to calm the storm.
But the panel is damaged, its wires torn, its circuits exposed. You need to find a way to repair it while battling the elements and the ever-present fear of being swept away.
Just as quickly as it began, the storm ceases. The room falls silent, the only sound the drip, drip, drip of water from the ceiling.
You find Sarah huddled beneath a makeshift shelter, her face pale but determined. Mark is nowhere to be seen. You stumble through the maze, your reflection multiplying with every step. The room is designed to break you, to make you question your every move. This level is about more than just finding the exit. It's about confronting your inner demons, the fears and insecurities that hold you back. Every turn leads to a dead end. Every reflection seems to mock your efforts. It plays tricks on your mind, distorting your perception of space and depth. The air is heavy with the scent of jasmine, the lighting dim and disorienting. Each surface reflects your image back at you, 1,000 versions of yourself staring back with a mixture of fear and determination. One moment you're battling a hurricane, the next you're standing in a room of mirrors.
You emerge from the mirror maze, your senses reeling, your heart pounding a frantic rhythm against your ribs.
The fifth level is a stark contrast to the disorienting illusions of the previous room.
It's a high-tech chamber filled with blinking lights, complex machinery, and a giant digital clock that dominates one wall, its red numbers counting down at an alarming rate.
The air hums with tension, the atmosphere thick with the smell of ozone and anticipation.
This is it, the penultimate challenge, the final hurdle before the escape.
The stakes have never been higher, the pressure never more intense.
The challenge in this room is a complex series of puzzles that require both technical expertise and quick thinking. With a surge of adrenaline, you smash the final button, completing the last puzzle as the clock ticks down to the wire.
A buzzer sounds, signaling your success, and a hidden door slides open, revealing a narrow passageway leading to the final chamber.
This is it, the moment of truth.
The final room is dimly lit, the air thick with anticipation.
In the center of the room stands a single figure shrouded in shadow.
As you approach, the figure turns, revealing the mastermind behind the death trap. A reclusive billionaire with a penchant for the theatrical and a passion for testing the limits of human endurance.
But this isn't just about escaping anymore, it's about confronting the man who created this twisted game, the man who pushed you to your absolute limits.
He congratulates you on your success, his voice smooth, almost bored.
You realize then that he's already moved on to the next challenge, the next impossible game.
Your escape, your victory means nothing to him. With a final glance at the enigmatic figure, you turn and step through the exit door, leaving the mastermind and his twisted games behind.
You emerge into the blinding light of day, the fresh air sweet and intoxicating after the stale, confined atmosphere of the death trap.
The world seems brighter, sharper, as if you're seeing it for the first time.
You've faced your fears, pushed past your limits, and emerged victorious.
The $100,000 prize is a welcome bonus, but it pales in comparison to the sense of accomplishment, the knowledge that you overcame the impossible.
You look at your team, your friends, their faces etched with exhaustion and exhilaration, and you know that the bond forged in the crucible of the death trap is unbreakable.
You've shared an experience that few can even imagine, a journey into the darkest recesses of your fears and back again.
The memory of the death trap lingers long after the event, a potent reminder of the strength you never knew you possessed. It serves as a powerful metaphor for the challenges we all face in life, the obstacles that seem insurmountable, the fears that threaten to hold us back. The experience teaches you that your limits are self-imposed, that with courage, determination, and the support of those you trust, you can overcome even the most daunting of challenges. It underscores the importance of teamwork, of communication, of the unwavering belief in your own abilities and the strength of those around you.